Okay, we're being recorded. Hi, everybody. My name is Lori Cantor, and I am coming to you live from Easton, Pennsylvania, to share with you 5 fabulous tips for your fall. Now, you might be thinking that I'm going to start off with going straight ahead and giving you all these tips that we can, jump into sales. But what I wanted to do tonight was do a little bit more of, let's see, get you guys all on this one. Hang on. There we go. So what I wanted to do was to get you more in a mindset, and then we're in the first Wednesday of the month. The first Wednesday of the month for the next couple months, we're going to try to be doing one Zoom, one training, and on different subjects. Tonight is 5 tips for a fabulous fall. What I wanted to touch on is the mindset. So let's see. We're going to go into it right into it. It could be 30 minutes, and I totally respect. All right, let me get you guys all on mute. I can do that. Hang on. If you can try to mute yourself, because I can't find it.
Sorry, I'm in the car.
Hi, Amanda. That's right. Mute you. There you go. And okay. Well, okay, so what I wanted to talk about tonight was the mindset. We're coming into a really busy time, and there's gonna be so much going on, so I wanted to have like 5 things for you to keep in front of you. And there's so many new girls that joined during this amazing offer that they had with the fall set, and also what a great time to come into Color Street. So welcome all the new girls, because right now we are in the best-selling season of the year. So getting right into it. So the first thing you want to think about is that when you're choosing your company, and we've already done this, is that we have the most amazing product. So what I want you to do is I want you to fall in love with your product. And you might be like, well, Lori, of course I love my product. I'm already, representing Color Street. I picked it. Exactly. But I want you to, some of us maybe have been in for a little bit, and if you're new, also, you want to keep that in front of you. You kind of want it to be, it exudes you. If they think of Color Street, they're going to think of you. So you want to fall in love with your product, and that might be educating yourself a little bit on the nail, on the product, not just the dry nail polish, but you might want to learn a little bit about nail care. One tip for you tonight, I could say, is that when I take my nails off, I do it on a Sunday after church. I soak them in, not soak them, but I kind of bathe them in coconut oil. I'm going to stop right there. That's just one tip. So just knowing a little bit, falling in love with your product and falling in love with that industry. Learn a little bit about it. Not everything. You don't want to know everything because you want to be duplicatable. Falling in love with your product also means sharing personal stories. And that means that you might want to share, like when we were at conference, it was so fun to hear other people say that, oh my goodness, do you remember the first time that you tried on your nail? Do you remember where you were? It's kind of like, do you remember where you were when Elvis Presley died? So that's the kind of thing, like, do you know where you were when you tried on your first Tuesday? And I do. I happen to know that. So I'll tell you my story. When I received from Karen Men's an envelope with my samples in there, I was like, I actually put it to the side for a day. Just a day, not too long. I know some of you have people, I know I do, that put it on the shelf and they kind of forget about it. And then later on, I might do a follow-up call and they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about it. And they kind of regret that they waited a week or so to try that. But mine was just a day. And the next day I put it on and I kept looking at it going, this can't be real. How many of you did that? Like, is this really going to stay on? Right? At our regional meetings, we even hear the same kind of thing. And it did. It worked. And I was amazed with it and thought, I really wanted to get behind this. So that's what I mean about falling in love with your product. Have your story, because people want to hear your story and they want to hear why you love this product so much. Come from your heart and open your mouth. I always say that. Okay. Also, falling in love with your product means about caring about your customer needs. So if we're talking about caring about our nails. Like sometimes you might be at a party and a girl might say, oh my gosh, my nails are so short. I could never, I never wear nail polish. I don't even think about it. Well, you can share a story. Maybe someone you know that has short nails now has longer nails because of it. I know I've met a couple of girls, been doing this a while, that her nails actually grew because she doesn't bite them because she has the nail polish on them. So she really appreciated that, and now she has really beautiful nail beds. So you can share that kind of a story. So just listen for those clues. Okay, second tip, I guess, for this mindset for having a fabulous fall would be stay in a customer service mindset. Your function is to promote a valuable service. And how cool is it that we have one product, right? One product that we get to serve other women with in the nail industry. And what I love, and you hear this often, is I love that we save women time and we also save them money. The two most valuable things for them is to have more money in their budget and more time. So we offer that in Color Street. So you want to keep that in front of them, and you can speak about that when you're looking to serve them either in an in-home nail party or in your VIP group, or when you're just putting a sample on them. You're able to share that story about how you love representing a product that you can really get behind because you're saving them time and money. And it works. Okay, another one of my notes is in that whole thing about good customer care is be a good listener. Often I say you have 2 ears to hear and 1 mouth to talk. So be a good listener, because there are always, from customers and your teammates, clues. You'll always hear clues and of things that might be what their needs might be or how you can serve them better. One girl at a party, I mean, you might think, well, it's only an $11 product, but she was really even hesitant to try on a Tuesday. She felt like she was taking. And I'm like, why are you saying that? No, my gosh, let me see them on you. And we put it on. She's like, I don't even know if I can get a set tonight. So I listened and watched her body language, and I totally understood. I have 4 kids, and half of them are grown now, but there was a time, and a budget's always in my life. So I offered her, why not have an in-home party? Or why not get a couple of girls together, sit around and have a cup of coffee? Kept it simple for her. I listened to her needs. I didn't make it like she had to go out and have a big party and she could earn some free nail strips. She actually did a Facebook party. So that really was a free party for her. So I was glad about that. So listen to them. And if you're a leader on here, also with your teammates too. And remember, I always say, you're all leaders. You're leading somebody somewhere. So even for your teammates, you want to listen to clues how you can serve them and help them out. Other clues that you might want to listen for at a party or on Facebook or when you're in a conversation with somebody is what the nails can do. Like maybe Christmas is coming up, birthdays, bridal showers. I have a girl that just bought 10 sets of nails because her bridesmaids nailed it. They nailed it as a bridesmaid, something like that she wrote to them. And she's doing everything in rose gold. So we have those glitter dipped rose gold. So just look for ways that you can grow your business just by listening. Okay. Get out of your comfort zone. Often you will hear me say, if you are uncomfortable, fabulous. That means that you are growing. So if you're feeling uncomfortable about something, and I'm going to give you an example. I think she might even be on this call. One of my new recruits right now that just signed up, I had this thing about good urgency because I truly meant it when I said it today on my YouTube, was that, not on YouTube, but on my live, when I had said about, I would be remiss if I didn't share with her that if she signed up before 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock today, that she could get the fall bundle at the discounted price. I didn't want her to miss out on that. So I wanted to make sure, but it was a little bit uncomfortable for me because I didn't want to press her. She's also a sweet friend, or even if she wasn't, I didn't want to press anybody. I wanted it to be a decision, but sometimes that good urgency will help them solidify that decision. So get out of your comfort zone. Talk to the people. I know a lot of you are doing vendor events right now. And if it feels uncomfortable when you're standing outside of your table, because remember I say, don't sit behind that table. Get on the sides of your table in front of them. And you're asking them if you can try, if they can experience an accent nail. You might feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's okay because you're approaching them and that might feel uncomfortable, but they'll be grateful that you did. This is a business of self-development. Listen to one good book a month. So if you don't have time to read, if you're not able to do it, I highly recommend Audible. You can walk with Audible, you can clean, you can multitask to a degree with an Audible. And the company last month recommended Beach Money. A lot of you have already started that and have even finished it. And so you want to be a perpetual student. Now with all the training that is in the back office, I've taken the time to go through, and even as ones that are as simple as inviting guests, I am watching those videos so that I can refresh and sharpen my tools that I have, okay? I've been in the industry for 20 years, and it's always changing. I mean, certain things don't change. Customer service, getting in front of people, we do social selling, it's still a relationship business, but you want to be a perpetual student. So I highly recommend getting in the back office and getting familiar with those training videos. Tip number 5, building relationships. This is a business of making friends. And you will make lifelong friends in this industry. So Nicole's on tonight, and Nicole and I, she just joined, and we get to be business partners again. And she was with my first company. And also Doralise is also another girl who's with my first company. We have been lifelong friends, and through this industry, and I've made such new friends. I got to travel with Lori, and it was so much fun to get to know her. And I knew Meg already, but just the friendships that you'll forge here by the different meetings you go to. Tammy and I have gotten to get to know each other through regional meetings. It's been so much fun. And even online, how I get to know you through Zooms and other trainings that we're doing. And then we get to meet up once a year, or maybe twice a year if you're going to be going to Mexico. You will forge such friendships. And I use the word sisterhood often, and it's because it just makes it that little bit more intimate. Ladies, we are living life together, and that's something really special about our industry. When you are sharing the opportunity, remember, and even if you're sharing for parties, you are farming, not hunting. When I was doing my research for tonight, I saw that statement, and honestly, being in 20 years, I'm like, I have never heard that statement before. You are farming and not hunting. And the background to that statement, I imagine, is that you are sowing seeds. You are planting seeds. And when planting those seeds, that means that you are watering them, which is just an analogy that you are pouring into people. Instead of hunting them down, it's like I always think of that salesman that's selling a watch. Like, you know, you want to buy a watch, and then it's a one-night stand. Where in our industry, we are more about staying connected, sharing it in each other's lives. We lead with the nails, which is great because we have a great product, but there's so much more to that, and that will give you a wonderful residual income. I will say that will be the garden that you're planting. That'll be what you reap from it. So it's that reaping and sowing mentality as well. Staying plugged in. So congratulations for coming tonight. I appreciate that. Staying plugged into the trainings that are offered, the regional trainings. If you're not in our area, there's a regional training 90% of the time in your area. And if you're not sure where it is, get with me and I will find it for you, because regional trainings, regional meetings are a great place to stay plugged in and meet other people on our sister teams, on our sideline teams. They might not be in our immediate, but they're so willing to share. We see that at our regional meetings. Girls come from other teams, and it's been a wonderful place. Trainings and conventions. You all saw that in July we're going to Vegas and at this brand new hotel. So make sure right now, I highly recommend just putting a little bit each month away or each week away, because we get paid weekly, so that when you go to register for convention, it's not a hardship on your family, and that it's an investment for you going out there. And honestly, I have been to so many conventions on such a tight budget, because when you're there, I always say you're You are there to, you're away from your family. You've invested in this. You're there to learn. You are totally absorbed in that, and it's not going to cost you a lot. You're going to be surrounded by other girls that are sharing the same stuff. You should be able to go on a pretty good budget and learn so much, and your business will grow. Women that go to their conventions, they come back and they usually double their business within the first 3 months. That's a fact. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, I'll give you some visuals, and that is that you want to hug your customer. You want to hug your customer. And how do you hug your customer? Things like this. I started doing this, and I'm going to tell you a story. Back in the day when we didn't have social media, I used to do thank you cards. I did thank you cards so much that, and I had a baby that weighed a lot. Remember, that's when the baby seats used to come, and you can still do it. You put your baby on your arm as you're carrying the baby around in the car seats. Well, I must have done that and wrote so many thank you cards. I wound up with carpal tunnel. And I remember there was a time that I couldn't write thank you notes. And I was so sad about that. Now remember, I'm telling you this, we didn't have this kind of social media that I could have sent an email. But I still think it's really important. So what I started doing is one a day. I send out one thank you card of gratitude to a customer. And I go into my back office and I look down at all my customers, and I pick one that I hadn't been in touch with possibly, because I'm a little bit behind on that. And I reach out to them and I send a thank you note. I include a Tuesday, my business card, and a note of thanks. And that's all I do. I'm not worried about the outcome. I just want them to know I appreciate them. So I highly recommend doing one a day. Go into your VO, go underneath your customer orders, and send them out that. Another thing that I wanted to tell you, another tip, now I know these are all within the 5, trust me, is that you want to make sure that in your purse you always have a package with you, like a little pouch. And in that pouch, you never want to be caught, because I have been. Who else has been? Raise your hand if you've ever been caught without a Tuesday. Yeah. So you want to make sure you have a little pouch so that when someone compliments you on your nails, you are ready to go and share with them if you don't have those, I can send it to you in a PDF. Have them with, this is just a paper one. This isn't even my business card. This is my information. And then on the back side, it tells them how to apply the Tuesday. And I give them an alcohol wipe. So I really want to get it on them right there and then. And I 90% of the time can. But if I can't, then I will do this. I will give them a Tuesday and a sample. So make sure that you're never caught without your Tuesday. And you want to make sure that you also do the Connect 10. And that is just make sure that you keep track of how many Tuesdays you're getting out there. But wait, I forgot to share this. We have a new tool, and that is our opportunity brochure. If you don't have this, go in your back office and under supplies, order that. That has gone in with every one of my thank you notes. It takes 2 stamps then, if you're sending this and a Tuesday, and I don't mention anything about that when I'm thanking them for their order and letting me serve them and their manicure needs. I just plant that seed. Remember, we talk about farming. Let them read it. There's a lot of great information. If you read through here, a lot of great information. Okay. And then hug your customer, handwritten notes, personal email. Whenever, this is a great habit. Whenever you get an email, how many of you get excited? I know it's getting late. How many of you get excited when you get an email? And it says, someone placed an order on your website. You guys get excited about that? Yeah. Okay, well now what you can do is click on their email, because their email shows up. Click on it and send them an email of thanks. Just a short email of thanks. That's it. That's all you can do. Another short email of thanks. And Jen Ferrara gave me this really good tip. If you don't know them, and this might happen to you, it happened to me, you might say to them, who may I thank for referring me to you, or you to me? I just did that recently, and she had said to me, oh, Lori, I'm blah, blah, blah's friend. I'm like, oh, that's right. I just hadn't remembered. But you might want to see where she came from. She might have come home. She might have come in from home office as well. So Thank your girl for ordering from you. And I think that wraps up my tips. One of the things I thought was kind of neat, it said, when I was looking up different tips for the fall, it talked about maybe someone that was maybe looking for a company. And these are the things that they said to do. If you're looking for a great direct sales company, choose wisely. Choose a product that is something that you can shout about. Make a plan, network like a ninja, and never give up. And another one was make sure it's a consumable. I was like floored. We have all of that. So you're with a really great company. And I hope these tips give you the mindset to launch you into a really great fall where you can get those you want. I think I said this before. All your problems will be solved with a full date book. And you can go into the trainings and see how to fill your date book, or reach up to your upline and ask her if you're having any challenges in that area. There's different ways. We're in such a social selling, we have such a social selling product. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to unmute you, or you guys can all unmute yourself, and let's take these next 7 minutes and ask any questions or share any tips. Hi to everybody. I see everybody on here now. Hey, everybody. All right, any comments or questions, or what's working for your fall?
I have a tip to share. So when I get a new email for an order from someone that I don't know, I've actually started texting them and saying thanks, and I ask how they found me, and going that way. But I've found that text has actually become my #1 tool for follow-up. Using Amy, I started that route, and I have had far more success with responses that way. And I don't abuse it. I only do follow-up. I do not do any sales or promotion through text.
Yeah, isn't it funny how texting and email, one's not as invasive where texting is, but which could be kind of what your point is that makes it a little more personal, but email is more like, okay, I can get to it when I can, right? Good job, Angie. Really good. Okay. Anyone else? How many of you all got your fall bundles?
Yep. Me.
I'm so proud of you investing in your business. And then I mean it when I say proud, because you're going to use that to catapult you. I'm telling you, how much were they? That strip. And what are you going to do with those strips? Have fun with it. Like, you know what? Take those strips and figure out, follow those strips and see where they lead you. See where they lead you. All right. I have a chat here, huh? Yes. Hi, Lori. Having trouble with my audio. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. Not sure what's up. Hey, Nicole. Nicole, which Nicole? Is it Nicole? Let's see. I can unmute you, Nicole. Let's see, unmute you. Unmute you. Is that better? Nicole Minner. All right, Nicole, let's see what's going on. You're right here. I'm going to unmute you. Hang on. Nicole's new to our company. She's not new to direct sales. I love technology when it works. Yeah, it won't let me unmute you. Can you unmute yourself? You can go on there and unmute yourself, I believe. Anybody else want to, let's see if Angie can get off. Somebody else should be able to get off. Anyone else want to try to unmute themselves so I can hear?
I'm unmuted.
Yeah, I can do it.
All right. So Nicole, there's a microphone with a line through it. Just hover over it and unmute yourself. And actually, Nicole's in corporate America. She probably could tell me how to do this. So it's just not working for her. Nicole, anything you have, you can put in the chat and the girls will talk for you. And all right, so thank you all. Though we're getting to the end. I want to tell you that taking in Team Joyful, you all are sharing a lot of ideas. Mystery bags are taking off wonderfully. So that's a great way to turn over your strips. I'm going to give you $1 million tip before I leave on that. I thought about this today, and I know that it was at the end, and for recruiting wise, for growing your teams, if you got 2 bundles, what do you guys think about this? Take one of the bundles, do what you're doing, sharing it, turning it over. But what about that second bundle? You got it for $111 and you have a new girl starting. Why not use it for your next new recruit? I'm really going off the cuff here because I haven't completely thought this through. But what if you had that and she could purchase it? She could purchase 14 strips for $111 along with her new kit because you bought 2 of them. Maybe that's for that one girl that's on the fence that you could say to her that you had this offer. Any thoughts about that? Is that confusing? Anyway, I
just want to add, I had someone join just today, so I have 2 under me now, which I'm so excited about. And she didn't have the money to purchase the fall set, but yet she wants to have the fall set. And I didn't know what anybody's thoughts were, how I bought 2 bundles and I sold 10 of the 14 sets so far through the mystery grab bags for $10 a piece. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if maybe I should offer it to her for $111 and maybe she can afford that.
You could do that. And now that we're talking about it, this is why it's so great to be around a round table with like-minded women.
Yeah.
She's going to have her own party, her launch party. And by the time she closes that, she could get the fall line for free through her postage rewards as well. Right, Tammy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because they'll be out by then. She has her party already all set up and everything already.
Yeah, because that's a week away, right, that she could do that. So
yeah.
You can use that other 111 to grow your business.
Right. Okay.
You can definitely, there's probably so many different ways. I'm the one that brought it up. So that's why, that's really great that you added in. But now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, today was good urgency. I know that I was glad Nicole could sign up today also probably, and she was able to get in on that bundle. Another girl did as well. But how great is it that you have 2 new girls that are starting during the fall season? That's awesome. Yeah. She'll find ways to get that fall line. It'll really help her with, with having her own launch party.
Well, that's what I told her. And I said she didn't know that she could actually purchase through her own party and be the stylist and the host. So I explained that to her, how that benefits her too.
Right. So if you're new here and you know that you always every month want to have a party link open so that you become not only just the stylist, but you also become the host. Fantastic. Get her back. Get her in the back office on that training.
One thing I did with a bundle earlier this year was me and another girl that lives near me, one of us ordered it and then we actually split it. So, one of us paid for it, but then paid the other one half and just split the bundle because we didn't want to spend the $100 and something. So I think it was the St. Patrick's Day one or something.
Caitlin, are you in New Jersey?
Yeah.
I remember that story. That's because you guys were doing a great job.
Yeah. Well, Kate Lanning and we work together in corporate America. So yeah, we just decided to split the bundle and that worked out.
There's your baby already. I feel like you were just telling, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just said,
That's great. All right. That's a good idea. So you could split the bundle as well. All right. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for coming on. I hope the tips help you with a mindset for the fall. There's a lot going to be going on. Get your date book filled. Vendor events, we're going to be talking about them next on our next one. And I think Debbie Tarr might be leading that next Zoom first Wednesday of October. You'll be seeing me on Team Joyful, and we'll catch up then. Thanks, everybody. Good night, everyone. Have a fabulous fall.
Thanks.